Welcome back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here are our best bets between the Fighting Illini and the UConn Huskies.
Final four.
We appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning back into the best sports betting show on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the page. Loop. Final Four, Indianapolis. The stage is set. One of the great Final Fours we have ever seen. The beauty of both worlds. You have Hurley going against an unbelievable Fighting Illini out of the Big Ten, making it out of the South region. Yeah. On the other side, we will be talking about tomorrow, the greatest Final Four matchup of all time. No two higher-rated teams have ever faced off against each other in the sport.
Nope.
Over there on the other side with Arizona and Michigan. But right now, we talk about Illinois and UConn.
Yeah, it feels like the JV is coming out in the varsity. It feels like we're watching a college game and then we're watching an NBA game.
Yeah.
But don't count either of these two teams out.
Correct. You can't. Not at this point. They've come this far not to come this far.
And look, you look at the look-ahead lines, one of these teams is going to be only getting about 5.5 points in the final. So it's not like this thing is all written for.
No, of course not. You have the size.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful, different, interesting play style of Illinois where they can beat you in multiple ways, multiple fashions. But then you have a UConn team who just took down Michigan State, Izzo in March, and then just took down the big bad Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, and UCLA.
And UCLA.
Three very storied programs.
Three very storied programs, three very good coaches. Yeah. Then on the other side, Illinois, not going to take anything away from you, but you beat Iowa.
Yeah.
You can only play the team in front of you, but my gosh, that's an in-division game.
Yep.
That was a close game.
Yep.
Until the end.
Yep.
They beat Houston.
Yep. Hang
the banner. Houston went 4 for 90 from the floor.
Didn't make a shot until 2 minutes left.
So it's a little bit different of a roadmap and a story thus far for the Fighting Illini and the UConn Huskies. Look, it's really hard to go against UConn.
Yeah.
I'm just going to come out and say it. It's going to be really hard to put my head on the pillow at night if I fade Dan Hurley and he ends up fucking me. Because I can also live with taking UConn and watching the Fighting Illini rise the cream to the crop at the top.
Yeah.
But right now, when you look at past the Sweet 16, UConn is 8-0 in their last 18 games. When you look at the 62 games over the last 4 years that the UConn Huskies have played out of conference opponent in their 56-6 straight up. When you look at past the Sweet 16, they're 17-1 against the spread.
Covered the last 10.
Or that's just overall. Their last 3 tournaments, they're 17-1 against the spread.
14-0 against the spread.
They're 14-0 straight up, whatever. The list goes on and on and on. Dan Hurley is like, he's unbelievable.
He's a tournament machine. Yeah, to put it more concisely, round of 32 against the spread, they've covered 14 in a row. Round of 32 on. Sweet 16 and on, they've covered the last 10. And it seemed like the jig was up against Duke.
Yep.
They get down 19. They don't make any shots. This is why this is what the reason I like UConn most in this game.
Yeah.
And we're going to take UConn.
Yeah.
They go 5 for 23 from 3 against Duke, which started out, I think, as 1 for 17. I think they made like 4 of their last 6. Alex Caravan, 2 for 10. He started out like 0 for 6.
Yeah.
1 for 6 from 3. He scores 5 points. And they still managed to beat Duke.
Yeah.
Like, it's just these teams don't die. And in the second half, I love how Hurley put it. He said, win every 4 minutes by 3 points.
Yeah.
And then you could just see the stuff they run on offense. Duke didn't know what to do. And they were just bucket after bucket, chip away, chip away.
Final Four coaches with experience.
Yeah.
Going against a Final Four coach with no experience in the Final Four are 74-56 straight up.
Yeah.
Like, all the numbers lead to UConn. A lot of people are still going to be in love with this Illinois team. It's pretty split even right now. It's not like one side or the other. There's only 2 games, 4 teams left. There's going to be a lot of bets on both sides.
And you can get UConn at plus money.
Yeah.
And if you're Illinois, you better knock them out.
And even if you do.
Yeah. No, you better knock them out. You better knock them out.
I don't think that's possible.
No, I don't either.
Because I believe that Michigan State and Duke are both on the same level, if not better, than this Illinois team.
And we've seen this matchup. They played at the Garden.
And UConn won.
In November. UConn, I think, got up 21. They ended up winning by 13. They were up 11 at half. And what I found interesting about that first matchup is UConn out-rebounded them, which would be a concern going into this game because Illinois is huge. It was 43-38 on the glass.
The over-under is 139.5. UConn versus an out-of-conference opponent when the over-under is less than 142 is 21-0.
Yeah. I don't know how they get to 140. I mean, Illinois this tournament, they've given up 59, 55, and 55 their last 3 games.
Regardless, it's going to be a barn burner of a game. It's not like we're going to see UConn once again come out and drop down big.
Yeah.
They got that out of the way.
Yeah.
I love riding a team after facing adversity and overcoming it. Because in the game of basketball, that just means you're simply more due this time around to have a better start than what you were. I mean, they stared
in the game of life.
They stared in the jaws of defeat.
Yeah.
You know what happens once you survive that? A very special thing can come together. And that's why I love UConn with this momentum going into this game. They're coming into here. We just played our worst ball.
Yeah.
And we were down 19 points, and we weren't winning until the clock said 0.4 seconds.
And we beat the third best team in the nation.
And we beat the third best team in the nation. Now we get to go against Illinois. God forbid UConn starts a little bit of a heater. They will run. There is a better chance of UConn blowing out Illinois than Illinois beating
I agree.
UConn.
Since 2022, UConn against the Big Ten, 7-0 against the spread and straight up.
Yeah.
Which also is something that like you can talk yourself into believing that means a lot. Like these Big Ten teams play a certain style of basketball. I know Illinois is a little different, but they did beat and cover against them. Also, Illinois 69th in the country in defensive efficiency, UConn 14th. Like the defense on UConn side is better. And I just, if this is a tight game like we think it's going to be, I mean,
it was a tight game against Iowa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're down the whole game. They trailed for 30 minutes.
And Iowa's like not.
No, and Iowa wasn't getting good. Yeah, like they could have lost that game.
Yeah.
And if they had to play Florida, I would have liked to see what had happened.
I would have loved to see
UConn did have to play everybody who they were supposed to play. All the high seeds in front of them advanced.
And they won all of them.
Yeah, and they won all of them.
And they were down 19 to Duke. And teams who were down 15-plus points at halftime were 134-0 as a 1 seed.
Yeah.
Or I'll rephrase it. 1 seeds up 15-plus points at half were 134-0.
Yeah.
Now they're 134-1 because of sick fuck Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
So this guy's never dead. This guy, it's really hard to fade. Everything in the books just tells you to take UConn. Against the spread record, the run that they're on right now being 17-1. Caravan 17-1. He's probably one of the most successful tournament players of all time.
Yeah.
I love Terrace Reed, the transfer. He's an absolute dog.
He was unbelievable.
You have solo ball.
He kept him in the game, Reed.
Yep.
Down the stretch. He chipped away.
You have Caravan. Now you have a homecoming for Braylon Mullins.
Yep.
I think they're going to play really, really good style of basketball. They're going to limit the threes. They're going to make sure they're limiting the rebounds for this big Illinois team. It's going to be an unbelievable game. I can't wait that this is an appetizer to Arizona, Michigan.
Sometimes appies are the best part.
Correct.
You know?
I can't wait for this game.
Little some nachos.
Yeah.
Wings.
Yeah.
Maybe a little spinach artichoke dip.
I had spinach artichoke dip last night.
How was it?
Picked it up.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Heat it up.
Yeah, heat it up for like a minute.
Attaboy.
All hot. Mix it with some salsa, some sour cream.
There
you go.
Also, the first game of Braylon Mullins' career was against Illinois. That was his debut in the fall.
That's amazing.
So I'm serendipitous about it.
Yeah.
And he's from Indiana. They're going to Indiana. Fade Dan Hurley at your own risk.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're going against fucking Underwood, Longwood.
And you're getting points.
Ballwood.
I don't care how many it is. You're getting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us UConn, and let's get to our same game parlay.
Yeah. Evan Williams Bourbon is the bourbon that brings fans together to celebrate wins, rivalries, and game day traditions. Whether you're watching at the stadium or watching at home, it is always the right pour. Evan Williams Bourbon Nation is a proud supporter of college athletics, celebrating the passion and energy found at tailgates, watch parties, and local bars where real fans share the highs and lows of every game. Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol per volume, 21 and over. Enjoy responsibly. Find where to purchase your bottle at evanwilliams.com and join Bourbon Nation. And I think this is going to be, because you love this one, right?
Yeah, I do.
You do. This is going to be our Evan Williams bourbon bet of the night.
Yeah.
The same game parlay.
You mentioned earlier how Caravan really, really struggled.
Yeah.
Last game.
Yeah.
And if there is a man who knows how to adjust to shooting the basketball, not only from going to last game to this game, but this is a man who has shot in Final Four arenas plenty of times at this point in his career. This will be his third time.
Yeah, I know. I also always think about that with these big domes. It's different. That depth perception gets thrown off. You'll see when you get into those buildings.
You're in Lucas Oil Stadium.
The hoop is... The back of that hoop does not look like it's supposed to.
You go from playing in a gym.
First half unders?
Everything just is way out of whack.
Oh, it's wild.
But you know who is used to that and has seen this before? Mr. Alex Caravan. He's 42 years old. He is a kid on Illinois.
First dad to ever play.
He is...
his dad.
Yep, he's unbelievable. Give us Alex Caravan for 2+ threes for leg number 1.
Made 4 against Furman, 4 against UCLA, 3 against Michigan State, and then he was 1 for 6 against Duke. I mean, there hasn't been a game where he's shot less than 5
and he's coming
since
off
February 21st.
And he's coming off a game where he struggled a bit.
Yeah.
And they still won.
And you know Hurley's telling him, he's
fly.
not scared.
He's going to have early and often 3 balls. I love it. I absolutely love it. That is a leg that we need. Alex Caravan, 2+ threes. That's minus 235.
Yep.
But our dance partner in the Final Four, we're going to go on the other side of the basketball. We're going to go with Stojakovic for 10+ points.
I love this.
I feel like this is a run the football 2-leg parlay. It's minus 125. I don't want to put my faith or trust in a same game parlay in any other man in this game. Give us Alex Caravan for 2+ threes, Mr. Stojakovic for 10+ points. Final Four, Indianapolis minus 125 2-leg parlay.
Evan Williams bourbon bet of the night. Let's see. Stojakovic 17, 13, 21, 9, 17. Like this guy, yeah. If they want any chance in this game, he's got to have 10.
I love it.
It seems like he's been their go-to guy. I mean, he's 7 for 9 against Iowa, and he scores inside. He scores in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
He gets to the line, he makes them, he scores down low, he can finish through contact, he can hit threes. This kid's, and he's good looking.
I love a team. I love a team coming off adversity.
Yeah.
I love these two gentlemen on both sides of the ball. It's going to be an unbelievable Final Four. Nowhere else will you find a little Caravan Stojakovic parlay than right here on Hold the Phone YouTube. We'll be boots on ground for the Final Four. We'll be firing more bets.
Yeah.
Some more bets, some trifectas. Final Four trifectas.
That BetMGM app is going to be humming on that phone of yours.
Yeah.
Trifectas? 222?
Yep.
232?
Yep. I'm going to dive into that today.
You better.
Look, give us UConn.
I got one more game prop.
We can't fade them. And let's get to our final game prop. A little bonus prop from Loops.
Loop final game prop. Tax season eats up your time, and you could spend more time looking at lines, looking at spreads, watching ball, hanging with your buddies.
Anything that could take away time from watching a big game needs to be situated and handled immediately.
Yeah.
And if that's doing your taxes, then, I mean, TurboTax is the place.
You don't want to look at your W-2.
Yeah, TurboTax is the place to go.
You want to be watching the Elite Eight. You want to be watching the Final Four, not looking at your taxes. So get some help with TurboTax. But with Intuit TurboTax Full Service, you are matched with a dedicated expert who understands your specific tax situation and can do your taxes for you, start to finish. You can directly import your tax forms right into the app and hand everything off to your expert. While they work on your taxes, you get real-time updates on their progress, quick text messages and progress updates right there in the app, and they work to get you the most money back, all while giving you the time back to watch a little ball. Tax day is around the corner. Get your taxes done before April 15th and get your biggest possible refund.
A Final Four game prop.
I'm going solo ball over 1.5 threes.
Wow. Come on.
I lost my notes, but I'm going to tell you why.
Come on.
I like when I look at 3-point props, just if you're getting them up, you know?
Yeah.
If they go in, they go in, but 0 for 5 against Duke. Kind of like Caravan. Maybe we're due for a little something. 2 for 5 against Michigan State, 0 for 5 against UCLA, 1 for 6 against Furman. And the 2+ is juiced. They know something that we don't. He's going to be getting them up. And let me tell you, he took 9 against Illinois the first time they played.
And this guy, if you're going against him, loves to just fuck you over. So he's never been more due.
He was 2 for 9 against Illinois. Like, if maybe Illinois is defending in a certain way where this guy's just open on the outside.
Yep.
You take 9 of them. We only need 2.
So it's 1.5.
Yeah, over 1.5.
All right.
You like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Solo Ball, the junior. I'm looking at his last tournament, looking at this tournament. Throughout the year, some of his big games. I mean, he hit 6 threes against Butler, 5 threes against Georgetown, 5 threes against Villanova down the stretch against some of the Big East opponents.
I forgot these teams played each other in the Elite Eight a couple years ago.
He went 2 for 9 against Illinois the first time around. Solo Ball, now or never. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we'll see you tomorrow for Arizona versus Michigan, and we'll see you on the other side.